silent. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Come on. Go. Check it out, hard. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
218, chop it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Henderson. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Check 52. Check 4.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
You can't block me.
2nd and 14. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Redskins 8-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Walker to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Topper. Go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Check 9. Check 9.
Looking to throw. Walker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a give right side. It's Robertson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
61, matchbox lights. Now.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 6-6, pull it high. Stay at home, stay at home. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the out, watch the out. Switch, let go.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0. But the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Mike 50. Crunch time, defense.
Ready. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready? 18 Gator. Watch your slant, watch your slant. Watch your slant. Go. Back.
On first down, Robertson. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Go. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 35 on second down, Walker. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Ready. Right there. 54 Mike. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 24. Slam.
Back to throw. Walker looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here we go. 60 more.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Henderson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey! 2 times. 3.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, ready?
To throw is Walker. Operating from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll look to throw. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Walker, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Lobo. 51 for Mike, boy, 51. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Walker on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Calm the press. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Walker now. A final shot before break. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one fielded at the 5. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Walker on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they needed a break like they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. To me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain. Of 2
yards, and it's third down.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. About 3 yards short of the first. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 15.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 5-2.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48 and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
Intercepted by the Patriots. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready! 90 Wolf. Line 54. You can't block me. Hey. Block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Patriots.
Hey. 80 weapon. Buzz.
Now Walker throwing on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 21 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Patriots 47, Redskins 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21. Yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Topper!
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Second and 12.
You ready?
At the 47-yard line.
Down to lose 1. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Looking to throw. Walker, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
6-6, pull it high. Check, check. Yo, go! Go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hatch it. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Back to throw here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Defensively, they've had their way. And then, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39.
60 outlaw.
At the 14-yard line.
50. Now watch one. Hey! Hey, Orbit. 50, Mike's 50. Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.